are embarking on our journey. Well, we're 7 minutes past our target time.
I was here on time though.
Of 5 o'clock.
Driving along here, humming to some good old tunes, watching the sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. Red sky though. You know what they say, red sky in the morning. Sailors take warning. We're on the road to Brent now. Just bought our permit at the camp office. Well, we're at Brent, just unloading. Larry's trying his new SAT text machine just to make sure that it works. We've kind of said we'll probably just use it in emergencies. We'll see how that goes. There's the canoe. We seem to have figured out the packing thing a little better this year. We're a lot lighter than we were last year. Bit of a dull gray day. It's about 14 degrees. Wind's starting to pick up out on the lake out there.
Okay, we're all ready to go. It is just after 12, 5 after 12. And we've sent the obligatory text to say we're leaving. There's Cedar Lake.
I can't believe this is all we have this year. Well, this is Cedar Lake, which we crossed. It's not all that windy today, but as you can see, it gets quite rough. We're hugging the shoreline here because for our own safety, obviously. But yeah, it came up quite quickly. So now we got to get around the corner here, and hopefully the portage is there. A little bit windy. Yeah, we just when we beached the canoe there, the water came over the stern of the canoe. Taking photos. Well, this was the first single carry of the trip. Quite rocky, quite steep. The portage, a lot of loose gravel.
Up and down.
Up and down. For me, the backpack was heavy. My legs felt a little bit wobbly, but hopefully will strengthen. Larry said that the pack and the canoe were pretty good. He's got a very light pack, so it's not, and the canoe's very light, so probably the big green pack is the harder part of the whole operation. But we'll take turns. I'm filming. Just heading down the Petawawa. We've done 2 portages. Coming up to an old abandoned railway crossing up here. Larry says that's where the portage is. The second portage, the single carry, was a little bit treacherous. It was very rocky, very hilly, slippery rocks. Larry fell twice. I thought he was going to be a paraplegic. Scared the hell out of me. But anyway. Hey,
There's the portage before we go down.
Oh, yeah, there's the portage, so I better pay attention because there's some pretty nasty rapids ahead. So I'll get back later.
We just finished the portage from the Petawawa. I guess we're still on the Petawawa, but this empties into Radiant Lake. And light rain has begun to fall, just in time for us to make camp. At least it's not a torrential downpour. This one was on a railroad track, so compared to the others it was easy, but going up to the portage and coming down, well, especially going up, was very steep. Coming down, not so bad. So Steve single carried the canoe this time, except I left the canoe at the top of the steep hill and just brought the pack down right here, and has just gone up the hill to get the canoe. So he'll be back presently. Okay, it's turned into a fairly miserable day. We got caught in the pouring rain, and we've been scrambling to get set up. So we've got our makeshift shelter here. Steve has his clothes drying. Mine are on while I worked.
Scotch, cinnamon whiskey, or Napoleon brandy.
Yeah, well, tend to set up. The sleeping bags, etc. are inside. I don't really want to hang out here too long with the camera because it is still not pouring like it was, but it's still raining. Kind of miserable. Hopefully it stops.
Well, this is another fine meal prepared under the tarp. We're having chicken cutlets, carrots, and quinoa and rice. Over there is Brother Lee, enjoying the fine culinary delights created by his brother.
I was hungry.
Yeah, we're hungry. Clothes are hanging up, trying to dry them out, but that's futile, I think. I think we need sunshine. Let's hope for the best. The rain does seem to be dying down. Probably the cold is next.
It's Monday morning. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it's cold. It rained roughly half of the night, and then the wind came up, which is probably good because it has dried our stuff out, and I guess part of the ground. We survived the night, Steve says, in sign language. It wasn't bad in the tent, but out here it's cold.
Got mighty windy last night too. It wasn't looking like it was going to be a good morning. This is beautiful.
Yeah, and I started to think that we didn't really have a good look around for any dead trees, which I always worry about when it gets windy. But it doesn't look like there is any, so. And we survived the night.
Well, this is the almost 4,000 meter portage. Jake from Brent Station had recommended that we not take the portage, we take this old logging road here. There was a sign here that said there's a bridge, but it doesn't look very much like a bridge. Had a lot of rain last night. Radiant Lake was very windy. It's good that we didn't have to go very far. Larry up ahead is doing the backpack in the canoe. So we're trying to do this in a single carry. And we got the trusty GPS here just to make sure we're going the right way, which is very helpful. So, carry on.
Well, we just came up one heck of a hill. Even though it's only, well, it's on a road, so the walking's easy from that perspective. It is a long, relatively steep incline. It's I hope it's ended. We have gone, well, we've done 3 turns of 15 minutes each, which we figure each 15 minutes is about 1 kilometer for us. And we're taking the road on this portage at Jake's suggestion. We couldn't get around the point to get to the river, so that was another reason we actually took the road. And well, 3K done, probably 2.5 to go or so. It's already the longest portage of my life.
Major road.
Yeah, this road is obviously well used. We're right in the middle of Algonquin. There's bridges and signs, and I guess this is a logging road or something.
You wouldn't know these roads were here if you looked at the Algonquin map. A little bit of bushwhacking here. See, the trail's a little grown over. I think maybe we'll just have to hike ahead and see if we can find our way back to the river, because this is pretty messed up here with all the fall down around here. Well, we're back on the old bush trail that takes us back to the river, and we're actually sawing and whacking branches and stuff just so we can get the canoe through here. It's pretty grown over. I don't think it's been used in years. Stuff like these logs. Just clearing out a few branches so we can get through. Their hair wasn't right, or...
All right. This is our lunch spot on Monday. After our 5.5, we figured about 5.5K portage. There's the actual portage over there. We did the adventurous route, took the road, and then bushwhacked. Really bushwhacked. You can see a campsite up here, but it's not well used. It's nice. Not a great swimming spot. Maybe there's fish.
Probably wouldn't be good in skidder season.
No. Maybe there's lots of moose here, though.
Or just jumped in the water to drag the canoe, and I said, "Let me film this," and he said, "It might be better if you're out." But anyway, we're kind of caught in a little bit of a swampy area here, and it's quite mucky. So I guess I have to jump out of the canoe and see how it goes. So we're on the Madawaska. So far it's a beautiful river. Nice pine forest along the edge. Narrow, deep enough so far. Jake did say it gets a little aldery up ahead, and he'd recommended we did the portage, or the road, rather than paddle this little section. So we're hoping that maybe it's good this time of year. But we'll see up ahead.
We just finished our last portage for today. 1,085 meters on the Little Madawaska River. So that's all the portaging for today. Probably the most we've ever done in one day. And it was enough. So now we head to... I think there's one campsite on this river, or into Phillip Lake, which is actually where we're supposed to be. So we have not seen one person out here. Cottages on Radiant, but no one was there. Here are our 2 bags, by the way. We've managed to get everything into these 2. The one on the left, we keep like sleeping bags and clothes and all the stuff that absolutely has to stay dry. And the one on the right is almost our kitchen. It's got a small barrel in it, and cookware and all that kind of junk. It is definitely the heavier of the two packs, but the person who carries the canoe carries the lighter pack. And we've been switching that up. Do you have anything to add to...
An awful lot of bear tracks and moose tracks around here.
Yeah, on this trail, which is like an old road or something. Definitely a lot of tracks.
Well, we are being rewarded with a gorgeous evening now. After rain yesterday and rain all night.
And wind.
Gale-force winds today. We have a beautifully calm, serene lake. Sun is just over there, gonna set shortly. It's quite warm here now in the sun, but we do expect that as soon as that sun goes down, it's gonna be chilly.
And we're beat.
Fire's going. Larry baked some bannock. And over there in that pot is the homemade chili that he freeze-dried himself. This is the big test. The big test today.
Special recipe.
Campsite. It's a nice campsite. Big hill here. These are all big pines. Those trees up there, you can see some of them. The tops have been sheared right off. There's all kinds of dead trees up there. Looks like maybe a little mini tornado hit here. And there's the tent over there in the woods. The chili
We're enjoying.
is awesome. Awesome chili.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the bannock's delicious.
Rehydrated. Mama's home recipe. And
Really good.
bannock that tastes surprisingly like a scone. I may have to eat the other quarter.
Fine concoction for the end of a very arduous day.
It's getting cold quickly, so we may be in bed early.
I think I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Before I do that, I might have to have a little nip of brandy and maybe a Cuban.